Okay, SCIE193. This is just a little bit of a breakdown to help you anticipate what the final test is going to look like in week 15. Just a little bit of prep here in week 13 to start getting your head around what this thing will be. Okay, so this is a written sit-down test, kind of old school. It's written and prepared with a universal design for learning in mind, meaning like it'll probably, it's kind of designed to take 1 hour to complete, but to support folks that may like a little bit more time on their exam, I'm allowing a full 2 hour period for it. So this should sort of, take the pressure off any sort of like time limit concern you might have with the test. Okay. Now, as far as the content of the test, it's only the second half. Okay. So this is worth 25% of your mark. And it's the material in the course that we've been working on since I've taken over the second half of the course. And so all of the material you did in the first half with Tom, that is behind you. So you don't need to worry about that for this final test. Okay. The way it's structured, there are 10 true or false questions worth 10 marks, 10 multiple choice questions, also worth 10 marks. There are 10 marks associated with fill in the blank statements. Okay. So filling in the blanks in a sentence. And there's a word bank at the end of the test on like the last page. There's a whole bunch of words in there. And all of the answers for the fill in the blank statements are contained within the word bank. That said, I should note that there are more words in the word bank than there are answers required. Okay. So there's going to be a whole bunch of words and you got to pick out the correct answers from those. Then there'll be 2 short answer questions worth 5 marks each. Okay, so overall we got our 10 multiple choice, 10 true or false, 10 fill in the blanks, and then 10 marks worth of short answer questions. And I'm talking about like half a page. Write me a paragraph or so on one of the kind of bigger issues in the course, bigger concepts in the course that we talked about. Okay. So it's graded out of 40, but it's worth, again, 25% of your mark. Okay. Let's see. Your true or false questions will be pulled from, the review questions that we've had throughout the semester. So if you know those well, you'll be in great shape. So it's a great way to prepare and study is looking at your week 9 through week 14 review questions. Okay. And so I'll give you guys kind of a summary with answers for those. And that'll, I think, really sort of help you out. And sorry, I say review question. I mean the questions that were used to build your content quizzes, your weekly content quizzes. Sorry, want to be clear with that. Okay, so these are questions for the most part, many of which you would have seen on your content quizzes. And then I will give you them in advance. You can kind of work through them and clarify your ideas. And it's good preparation for you that way. All of the fill in the blanks questions will be based on the terms to know listed for weeks 9, 10, 12, and 13. I didn't have them in there for weeks 11 and 14. Just because most of the terms are things that you would be familiar with through like your various ecology courses. And then finally, your 2 short answer questions will require 4 to 5 sentences, and those will be focused on the case studies that are presented at the end of each unit. Okay, we've got like a little focus case study piece at the end of our units, and that's what I'll build those short answer questions on. Okay, folks, so hopefully that helps you with your the sort of mental prep, and then make sure you have the materials you need to prepare for this adequately. All right, sending good vibes, wishing you all good luck, and looking forward to seeing you soon. Take care, everybody.